Hello everyone, Carl and Erynn here, and we have a second tune for you this month. It's a request for Jimmy Sutton, the great D tune that's very popular in Southwest Virginia and also the Round Peak area of North Carolina. And I'm in ADAE tuning, which is the most common for the tune, but you can also play it in GDAE tuning. It's about sheep and it goes a bit like this.
Let's go hunting, bang with the gun, now fill the mutton bag. Sheep, sheep, Old Jimmy Sutton. Cow and sheep walking through the pasture, sheep says, cow, can't you walk a little faster? Bag. Sheep, sheep, Old Jimmy Sutton. Cow says, sheep, I've got sore toe. The sheep says, cow, I did not know why. Sheep, sheep, Old Jimmy Sutton.
All right, fun tune. Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
And all the people around here, they know when to baa when they hear that tune. You don't even have to tell them you're playing Jimmy Sutton. It's a very popular tune. Okay, so this is a very rhythmic tune, and there's lots of kind of improvised ways that you can play with the melody. But one of the things that's important to know is it starts on the A chord. So it's a tune in the key of D, but the whole first part, the guitar player is playing an A chord. So you might want to let them know to do that. And this tension builds up and it resolves on the D chord at the beginning of the B part. And I think it's that tension that's very exciting about this tune. The fiddle part is going to start. And that's where it finally gets to that D chord. Okay, so let's start. Just going to roll up to that third finger there. And then do a bow rock. So I'm going to lean my bow over and catch the tip of the bow and scoop up to that third finger again. So, matter of fact, my first note, I'm going to drone the A string along with the E string notes. Bow rock. And I'm going to come in nice and early on that next note. Bow rock. Going up to the fourth finger. And then down. Ending up on the C sharp, the second finger on the A string. So we have when I get to my last note, I'm laying the E string ring along. And you'll notice there's some really nice accents in there. Accent. Accent. I love that. The next line starts with a bow rock. Let's go into a G natural, bluesy note, and a little grace note on the F sharp. Open E to C sharp. So first one is Second phrase. G natural, down, up. Third phrase. Same as the first. And the last, slur, slur, down, up. We're going to end on a down bow because it's the beginning of the next part, okay? Let's play that A part again. So that gets us into that B part, okay, which often starts with that very interesting rhythm. Let's practice that rhythm just on its own. Basically, the B part is almost, could be called fun on a D chord, okay? Your D chord's your third finger on the A string and the first finger F sharp on the E string. Okay, so that's the chord we're going to be playing a lot in the B part. And let's just put those two fingers down and go 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3. Just practice that rhythm a little bit. Okay, and once you're comfortable with that, here's what the melody does. One of the many things the melody does in the B part. Start on the opening E string and go down the scale. So we have and then it goes basically the same endings as the A part. The only difference is I'm walking up to that second phrase, and in the A part I go straight into the G natural. So B part again so far. And then you could go any kind of combination of endings. There's so many possibilities. Let's try that again. And then you're straight back into the A part. It's a very short tune. Straight into the G. B part. And it just carries on. Okay, here's something else you can do with that B part that's really nice. One of the common characteristics you hear a lot in the Round Peak, North Carolina style, they take that D chord I showed you, but slide into it. And both fingers are sliding. It's a very bluesy style, really. Probably has a strong African American influence to it. And also, the banjo style from that area, the instruments they play often are fretless for the first, what would be the first 5 frets, and they slide a lot more, so there's a lot of influence between fiddle players and banjo players, and you end up with a slidier style. So you're often here. Think of this as a variation. sliding each time. Same endings. Okay, so that's another way you can do it. It's almost like, if any of you have seen flatfoot dancers, they often have lots of different steps, and then they listen to the tune and they decide which steps are going to suit the tune. That's almost what's happening in this tune. There's lots of different ways you can play, especially the B part, and then you can kind of mix up the steps or mix up the little musical phrases a little bit. Slide, bow rock. Okay, so you can do the other way I showed you can do this way, or you can do what I do most of the time, is mix those two elements together. So I'll often go. So you get to really play with the rhythms. So I'll play it on my own just a couple times. Seems like a lot of the round peak tunes will also go up to a high note like that. I'm going up to the high D. So that's always fun to throw that in. And you can play it down the octave, right? So much variety, so much you can do with that tune. You can really play and experiment with it, and I hope you enjoy playing Jimmy Sutton. Bah!